Hello and welcome to a new video review, this time about the new Sightron SIII PLR, which stands for Precision Long Range, with the magnification from 8 to 32 by 56. The company Sightron was founded in 1993 in North Carolina in the United States, where the company still has its headquarters all the way up to today. Even though the company has almost 29 years of existence, but the parent company of Sightron, which is called Kenko Tokina in Japan, has an even longer tradition of optics manufacturing, which goes all the way back to 1957. Sightron company owns two production facilities. One is located in Japan and one in the Philippines. And what is quite unique is that Sightron produces the scopes entirely in-house, so they do not outsource any of the production. So the entire scopes are built and also assembled in-house in each facility. In Japan, the company produces only the premium products, which are S3, S5 and so on. And in the Philippines, they produce mid-range and entry-level products. Now, the PLR series is a new series from Sightron, and in my opinion they are a bit of a mix of tactical riflescopes and also target riflescopes. Now, why tactical? First of all, because of the tactical turrets, which can be directly adjusted, and because the clicks come in quarter MOA and in 0.1 mil. In target riflescopes, the clicks has to be in 0.05 mil or 1/8 of MOA for even more precision or finer adjustments on the target. The scope was introduced in 2021, and the series S3 is their second most expensive series of riflescopes they currently produce. All Sightrons are known that they come for a great price to performance ratio, and the PLR stand out with the new turret design, so tactical turrets. They all come with illumination, parallax adjustment, a zero stop, and all riflescopes from this series come with a high magnification. So like this one, which goes all the way up to 32 times. So the magnification again goes from 8 all the way to 32, and it has a 56 millimeters objective lens. The outside diameter is 65 millimeters, which dimension you will need if you want to calculate for the perfect height of the mounting, so the rings or the monoblock mount. The scope is completely made out of metal, so there are no rubberized parts anywhere on the scope. It is rated for all calibers, so 50 BMG included. It is completely shockproof. It is nitrogen purged, so you will get no internal fogging even in very cold environment, and it is also waterproof. The length of the scope is approximately 40 centimeters, which is quite a lot, but the scope is pretty lightweight with 858 grams. It comes with a 30 millimeters main tube, and the cost of this scope is approximately 1,800 euros. Again, this scope is the S3 series, of Riflescope, so it is completely made in the own facility in Japan. The scope comes with 10 years warranty, and I have to say that we sold a lot of Sightron Riflescopes till now, and there is really rarely that we get some scope back for repairs, so the scope are really well made. The reticle is positioned in the second focal plane, which is again more usual for target riflescopes and not for tactical riflescopes. And all in all, there are 3 reticles available for this scope. 2 of them are MOA based and 1 is in milliradian. The reticle in this riflescope is the MOA 2, as you see on the picture, and as you can see, the reticle has marks inside, which are in this case in MOA. In the mil version there are mil spacings in the reticle. Now these spacings are calibrated so that they are true only on 24 times magnification, which you can see here. And again, this is because the reticle is in the second focal plane. In the first focal plane, the marks would be true at any magnification. So if you want to look for the bullet drop compensation or for the correction of the impact, or if you want to, like in this case here, want to calculate the distance to the target, you have to use 24 times magnification. If not, the corrections or the calculations are not correct, so you have to be really careful that the magnification is correctly on the 24 times, so if you want to make precise calculations. The reticle, as you can see, is also illuminated, and in this reticle only the middle dot is illuminated, but other 2 reticles are entirely illuminated, so the entire section of the reticle. The illumination is pretty bright, I would say also daytime bright, but maybe not on a white target. In a bright sunny day, if you don't aim at a white target, I think you would easily see the illumination. On a white target, it's I would say not enough. The scope has no automatic turn off function, so you have to be careful that you always turn the illumination off when you don't use the scope anymore. The illumination has 11 intensity settings, and between each setting you have off position, so you can immediately come back to the desired intensity setting, and you don't have to go the entire revolution to come back where you were previously at. The illumination adjustment is quite stiff, so you need a bit more force, I would say, for the adjustment, which is on one side again great because you cannot unintentionally turn the illumination on and off if you don't like or if you don't wish. On the same turret is also the battery compartment, which is this part here. And for the illumination you need only one CR2032 battery. Like this. So on the same turret is also the parallax adjustment, as you can see here, and I have to say the parallax adjustment feels very smooth, so it is really nicely made. The parallax goes from 30 meters all the way to infinity, and as you could see you have really a lot of space for the parallax adjustment, so you can really easily fine-tune the parallax to your target. Now, for the construction of this Riflescope, as I previously said, it is completely made out of metal with no rubberized parts, and it features a European style eyepiece, so only the outer part rotates, or the last part. And also this ocular adjustment is very stiff, so again you need quite a bit of force for the adjustment, which I personally really like, because you really barely or not often, let's say, adjust for the eyepiece. Mostly only if some other shooter wants to use it, but normally it stays like you first adjust it the entire time. Then the magnification ring. The magnification 8-32, and you have this small white mark where you are currently in, which is quite easily to see. The magnification ring has a really nice texture, and it is quite grippy, so I think you can easily use it also with gloves. Also, the magnification ring feels very smooth. Now, for the main tube, it's 30 millimeters, and now for the turrets. The clicks on this turret is in 1/4 MOA, but as I said, there is also a version with 1/10 of milliradian, so 1 centimeter at 100 meters. And the clicks on this turret are perfect. You can hear the clicks are very audible, and also really tactile, so you can really easily feel every single click. So even in complete darkness you could easily count every single click, how much you would need. The clicks are also really nice made, because if you want to make one click of adjustment, the turret does not jump for 2 or 3 clicks if you don't like it. So really nice clicks on these turrets. The scope has all in all 70 MOA of adjustment. Elevation and windage is 70 MOA, or 22 mil in the mil version. In one revolution, the turret goes for 20 MOA, and because of that it is a multi-turn turret, so you can make multiple revolutions with this turret. With the mil version it is 10 mil per revolution, so 2 entire revolutions and then 2 mils more. The scope has a turn indicator, which are these lines under the turret, which are very easy to see from the shooter's perspective, but you can see here first is the number 2, on the left side 1, and then is the 0. The 0 is exactly in the middle of the elevation range of this scope. So if you use the scope with rings attached without inclination, the mark will be pretty there where it is when you zero it in. But if you want to use the scope with, let's say, 20 MOA of inclination, then these lines will not align. So then your 0 will probably be where this 1 is. So 1 revolution more, you're at the 0, which is you know where you're in which revolution, but the numbers on the turret will not be the same as your as the turns you are currently in. So you have to take this into account. The zeroing is very simple. You just have to unscrew this upper part, which I can show you here. So let's say this is your 0 when you're on the range. You just shoot, adjust the turret so that it is perfectly where the point of impact is, and then you simply take this upper screw out like this, and the entire turret goes down like this. So when you do this, then you come to the zero stop assembly, which is this ring here, which is really easy to adjust. You just have to unscrew this small screw here with the other included wrench, and you push the ring down so that it comes to this part here. So when they come together, your zero stop is adjusted. You just have to screw this screw back in and put the turret back on so that the zero is facing forward, so like this. And if you adjusted the zero stop correctly, you should really feel a really nice sound and a hard stop when you come to the zero stop, like in this case, like this. So a hard stop and a really audible sound when you come to your zero. So the zero stop works I think perfectly, and zeroing is also very easy to do. Now for the Windage turret, the zeroing is completely the same. Just unscrew and adjust that the turret zero is facing forward. Also the clicks on the Windage feel very good, very positive. And on the Windage you have 10 MOA of travel in each direction, but also the Windage turret is a multi-turn turret, so you can go multiple revolutions in each direction. Also this turn indicator has lines in which direction you go. So if you go further out, then you can see the entire turn indicator, and because the gaps are quite large, I think it's really easy to see in which revolution you are in with this turret. Okay, I think that's all about the turrets. Again, the clicks are perfect, and also the zero stop is really easy to adjust, so really a nice solution in this scope. Now for the optical performance, the Sightron Riflescopes are known for their great optical quality for the price, and it is the same with this scope. So the optical quality is really good. I think you can easily compare this Riflescope to much more expensive Riflescopes in terms of optical quality. The field of view at 8 times zoom is 4.06 meters at 100 meters, and at 32 times zoom it is 1.03 meters at 100 meters. The scope has no tunneling effect, and it has a really forgiving eye relief. It goes from 92 to 102 millimeters, but you can really move with the to near the scope or away, and you will still have a really nice picture. And this is at all magnifications. The eye box is great, I would say, up to approximately 20 times magnification, and from 20 to 32 times magnification, the eye box is, let's say, average. It is not as great as on the lower side, but it is still a very good eye box also on the biggest magnification. Again, the resolution of the image through the scope is really good. Also the color accuracy is very good, and a very forgiving eye relief. So it is more than 90 millimeters, so you can easily use the scope also on very strong recoiling calibers, and you are completely safe behind the scope. Now, what do you get in the box with the scope? First of all, a cleaning cloth, then 2 flip-up covers for ocular and objective, a sunshade, these 2 tools for zeroing and for zero stop adjustment, a battery for the illumination, and the reticle sheet and instructions manual. Yeah, so everything you need to know about this scope. It comes only in English, and you also get some instructions about the warranty and so on. Now, because this scope is a mix of a tactical and a target rifle scope, there is no real competition, I would say. There are many rifle scope in this price class with finer clicks, but because the clicks are in 0.1 mil or MOA, I did not compare them to other target rifle scopes in this price class. All in all, I think it is a really good value for the price, especially in the optical quality, which is perfect for the price, I would say. But again, I would prefer finer clicks with rifle scope with such high magnifications. Okay, this was a short video review of the new Sightron S3 Precision Long Range 8-32x56. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.